Subscribe to Gizmo Times and get notified about our latest videos by hitting the bell icon.
Hey guys, welcome to Gizmo Times. This is Chetan and this is the JioPhone 2. We earlier did an unboxing and a hands-on to let you know what the phone offers, but now we have a few user queries or the frequently asked questions that people have in mind about this phone since it comes with the dual SIM connectivity and the KaiOS. The KaiOS is the same that was on the JioPhone as well, but the dual SIM connectivity, the QWERTY keypad and everything is different. So this time these are a few questions that we're going to answer. Firstly, it's about that dual SIM itself, whether there's support for any other network or you can use only the Jio SIMs, or whether you can use two Jio SIMs or two Airtel SIMs. Whatever it is, we are going to clear that out here. Firstly, before we show you the networks, let's show you SIM cards that are present here. So on the first slot, we are going to have Jio and on the second Airtel, let's push them in. So put the Jio and Airtel in this. We did get a notification about the SIM cards getting changed. Let's go into the settings and check out the SIM cards. On the top you can see that both of them are well detected and they are being shown there. But if you go into the network, first one is Jio LT, Jio 4G, that's 4G LT or the VLT, and the second one is Airtel. And that's what the case is because if you go into this and check out the network type, it's only 2G, and Jio doesn't have a 2G network at all. It works only with the 4G VLT, and that is why you have to insert that SIM only on the first SIM slot. So the first answer is that you can't use a Jio SIM on the secondary SIM. That's the second SIM slot. You can use either Airtel or any other network like BSNL, Vodafone, Idea or Tata Docomo, because they do have the 2G networks in India, and that is where the secondary SIM would work. Obviously, you can't use two Jio SIMs in this device because the secondary SIM slot is only for the 2G networks and Jio doesn't have 2G there. About the dual SIM network, you can actually use Jio on the first one and the Airtel on the second one. But before we end this question, it's about whether the first SIM can support any VoLTE network from other networks like Airtel. Airtel does have VoLTE, so we'll try to check that out. And this SIM card that I have of Airtel has the VoLTE support already. So let's switch the SIMs and check out whether Airtel is being supported on the first slot. So since Jio is not supported on the second one, it doesn't make sense to even have the SIM card there. We'll just insert the Airtel SIM on the first one and then check out whether it's getting detected in the phone. So this is what the notification is. The SIM card is logged. Please ensure valid Jio SIM is inserted in the slot 1. So it clearly says that if and only if you have the Jio SIM on the first slot, then it will work, and there's no other thing that you can do here. You can skip that and use the phone normally, but you can't make any calls because the Airtel or any other network won't be supported on the first slot of this phone. So now the next question is about whether the phone supports Wi-Fi and the Wi-Fi hotspot. For the KaiOS, there is always a support for Wi-Fi in most of the phones, so the JioPhone also had that support, and if you go into the network settings, you'll see the option for Wi-Fi. So there is support for proper Wi-Fi here, and you can turn that on. The only issue is that it's not such a smart OS, so you'll have to go into the available networks and then look for it, and these are the networks that we see here. So that is given, and while you can see that we'll turn off the Wi-Fi first, and now since there is the data network available here, we'll go and check whether there's any hotspot. These are the different connectivity options. There is no Wi-Fi hotspot on this device. Just like on the JioPhone, the KaiOS does not offer any Wi-Fi hotspot. So whatever data network you have on this phone through the Jio SIM, that's only for this phone, and you can't share that to any other devices around. So the next question is about the FM radio, whether there's an FM receiver and an app to play FM content. This is the FM radio. That is a pre-installed application here, and you can press on play. Good thing is that it doesn't need any earphone to be plugged in. Most of the time that is required. I'll pause this so that there's no copyright issues for us, but then it's good to see that you don't need a earphone here plugged in. And there are a few favorite networks that are already given: 98.3, 104.8 and 91.1, 92.7. You can play through them, or you can rather go side by side with every 0.1 network and search for any other network. So FM radio is pre-installed and it works quite well here. The speaker of this JioPhone is located on the back, that's here. So that is where the music would come out from, and you can always use an earphone if you want to listen to the FM radio without using the speakers. Next is about the apps. Most of the users are still in doubt whether this phone can run those important apps such as Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp and YouTube. Those four main apps are the ones that most of them want. One thing is that JioPhone 2 comes with a Facebook app pre-installed. It's a very basic and light app, but that's what you can expect. At least Facebook is given as a pre-installed application here. But for the other apps such as WhatsApp and YouTube, there's no pre-installed app. You can still go to the Jio app store that is given here and check for the apps there. So this is the Jio store application. If you go into that, this is the limited list of apps that you can install. There's no other apps that you can install. Jio Cloud, Jio Music, Jio TV, PDF Viewer, Money Control, Hotstar can be installed. So that is a good thing. We'll include that here because Hotstar can be installed. That is a good partnership that the company has got there. Cricket Next can be installed, and these are the other pre-installed applications. JioPay is there as well. Google Maps can be installed, interestingly again. And the other apps that you can see here is Book My Show. So these are the only apps that you can install. There's no YouTube, there's no WhatsApp. So there's no YouTube here, but you can use youtube.com from the browser if you really want to watch any videos, and that works. And the WhatsApp is not here, though if you want to use the WhatsApp web, that can be used, but that doesn't make sense. If you have your SIM card on the other phone, you can use WhatsApp there itself. So there's no YouTube or WhatsApp here, but we are told that KaiOS is going to bring the update for the OS and bring those two apps in the coming days. It could be 1 week, 2 weeks, or more than that. The next question is about the language support here. Many users had a doubt about whether they can use any other language apart from the English that is given by default. And thankfully JioPhone 2 has about 22 Indian languages supported here. If you go into the personalization settings, you'll see the option for language, and here there are those all languages supported. So these are the different languages: Gujarati, Hindi, there's Marathi, Nepali, and these are the different languages, a total of 22. There's Sanskrit as well, Sindhi and Telugu, Bodo is one, and Urdu is there as well. And these are said to be working quite well. So let's once change it to Hindi and check out whether it looks good. Everything is readable for the Hindi users, whoever understands that. Some of them might still have that English word because of the fact that NFC can't be said as anything else in Hindi. So still the good thing is that there are 22 Indian languages that are supported, and you can change to one of them if you want to use any other language here. So the next question is about whether the phone comes with that Jio Assistant or any voice assistant. It's actually the Google Assistant that works here. It's the Google Assistant Lite that can be accessed through this center button. So long press this and it would open that Google Assistant, and you need to press this again so that it takes your command. How's the weather like in Hyderabad? It does take that and recognize that quite well.
Now in Hyderabad it's 26 and partly cloudy. The forecast today is 26 and partly cloudy.
So it speaks that first, and then it would take you to the Google search and let you know about the same. There are not a lot of commands that it would take, but still it helps, and it's interesting enough. It won't be useful all the time. Still there's that assistant in this phone. So these were the main questions about what you can do with this phone, and that is it about the JioPhone 2. If you have any other questions, any important ones that you want us to answer, we'll try to answer them through the comments. And if you like this video, do share it and subscribe to Gizmo for more. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.